Okay guys, welcome back. We have a Kmis pedal called the Crunch Distortion. This belongs to my buddy Andre. He actually was the one who lent me his casino guitar to review for you guys, and he's got more gear coming to me soon, and we'll have more stuff of his to demo and review for you. So this pedal, he said he paid about 10 or 15 bucks for it. He says, I don't know man, it was flipping cheap, you know, like next to nothing, right? And so anyway, we're back with the Les Paul, except this time I'm using a Joyo wireless kit, and so the purists can have a break from a cable, and we're still into the Blackstar HT5 amp, and so this is our clean, very dry signal, no reverb. There is no reverb in this amp, but I have a reverb pedal, but we want to test just this pedal. I'm going to bring the volume up a bit. I do have the neighbors home or landlords, so I got to watch the volume level. Both big ups. And neck. Alright, so everything's at 12. Start with the neck. Or, sorry, bridge. Work our way up. Middle, both. Neck. Okay, let's bring that gain up. It's going to bring the volume a little on the high side. Wow, does that ever suck back the volume? Almost makes you wonder if they got volume and gain mixed up. Yeah, it almost seems like it is, eh? That tone cuts it back too. That's a weird pedal. That's an interesting pedal. It's definitely got some features. Wow, what a difference just a little movement makes. Okay, I for interesting, especially with the way the controls are working. It's kind of like you turn just, you know, the one and either brings the volume well or brings it down. That's kind of cool. See, like that really pushes the front end. Gain usually doesn't do that. That's definitely interesting. I like the sound though. I really do like the sound. Like compared to the DS1. Let's put them, well, let's put them the same. Exactly identical for settings. There's the DS1. We're on the bridge. This one's just a hair thinner, but at the same settings, but very similar. But this pedal, that's weird what it does between the gain, the volume, even the tone. You know, it'll cut back the power and it dulls it, which it should dull in it, but you know, it shouldn't suck back your volume that far. Like that's a little bit crazy stuff there. Then when you bring it up a little bit, it brings the volume with it. That's kind of interesting. However, that being said, if you like it, buy it. Me, knowing what I know about it now, because this is the first time I've ever fired this pedal up, and I've never even heard of the Kmis Crunch Distortion. Mind you, I've never really looked them up anyhow. So, but yeah, they probably have a whole whack load of pedals that are very inexpensive. The sound is kind of neat, unique, and interesting, and I do like the sound. But I find the controls are really weird. It's almost like they're somehow all interconnected in a sense, where you change one, it definitely does this or does that. It's kind of an interesting thing. It doesn't operate as a normal volume, gain, and tone independently like all other pedals I've ever used for, well, distortion or otherwise. That's pretty interesting. So definitely a interesting pedal. But where would we have to put this thing in reference to should we really buy this thing or not? I'm going to say, for me at least, this would be something that, knowing what I now know about it, I have two thoughts of train. I would have to order another one in, like order one in for myself, and then compare them side by side. And if they both do the exact same thing, then at that point I would probably just return the one that I bought, because it wouldn't be something that I would want, because it's just going to be too volatile on my chain at least. it would be, if it worked normal the way it should, then yeah, I would say yeah, keep it and it'd be great. So we're not really sure if this is supposed to react this way or not, but that's a strange bird. I've never run into that sort of scenario before, so I'm kind of not sure what to say about it. I can't say it's a defective pedal in the sense that something doesn't work. It obviously all works, and we do get tone, we do get gain, we do get volume, but it's whenever we touch one control, it seems to affect the other either in a highly positive way or a highly negative way, which is kind of an oddball, and I have to keep adjusting the volume on my amp. So it's kind of one of those weird things. I don't know. So I'm going to say for now, you know, unless I decide to experiment, but for now I would have to say I would probably say I do recommend this pedal to those who may be willing to deal with that if that's what happens, and is apparently throughout the entire lineup of this exact pedal, and if that's what you like, okay. For that I would say it should get at least a 4 out of 5. For me, personally, I'm not going to give you a number of any kind. I'm just going to say that for me, it's not for me. Okay? That's as far as I'm going to take that one, and I think that is being more than fair. So if you order one and you get the same results I did and you are okay with it, then hey, great. It's a great pedal for that. It's going to be very cheap, right? Sometimes you can buy cheap, get great stuff. Sometimes, not so much maybe. This thing does have some interesting tones that it does generate even with all that funky stuff going on. So I definitely would say that's a plus in a sense, because you do get quite the variety. But it's just too much of a weird egg for my taste is all. So anyways, that's where I'm at on the Kmis Crunch Distortion, and again, I would like to thank my friend Andre. I know he watches these videos as well as my other videos of my own stuff too. So thanks Andre again for letting me demo this piece of gear, and it's an interesting piece. So definitely. Anyways, see you guys on the next one. Ciao for now.